All right, now this problem we want to solve using any method, but we notice that we got some fractions here. So before we do any kind of substitution or elimination method, it's actually better with this problem if we first clear out the fractions. So that's what we're going to do here. So for the first equation, we've got a 3 as the common denominator. So what I'll do is I'm going to take this equation. So let's do, we have 2/3 x minus y equals 20/3. I'm going to take this and I'm going to multiply both sides of the equation by 3. So the whole entire equation I'll do. So when I get done doing that, the 3's are going to cancel out here and I get 2x. Don't forget to multiply the y by 3 also, minus 3y. And that's going to equal 20 because the 3's are going to cancel out there. So I get that. Now the other equation down below, it just has a 2 on the bottom, which means that I'll be multiplying both sides of the equation by a 2. So if I do that, that's going to clear out the 2 down below. So I get 2 times 2, it's 4x. And then the 2's cancel there, and I get minus 5y, and that's going to equal 34. So now this is my new systems of equations that I now need to solve. I've eliminated the fractions. So these are the ones that I'm now going to work with as far as elimination. Okay, so I can use, again, elimination or substitution, doesn't matter, but I think elimination is going to be easier on this problem. I look at the 2 and the 4, and I notice that 2 divides evenly into 4, which means that the least common multiple for the x's is going to be a 4. So that's going to be easier to solve because that way I don't have to worry. I can only have to multiply one equation by something. I don't have to multiply both equations by something. So I'll make it a little easier as far as solving it. If I do the y's, that means I'd have to multiply top equation and bottom equation by something. So it's going to be easier if I just eliminate the x's on this. So now that I have this one complete, what I'll do is I'll take the top row here and I'm going to multiply it by -2. I'm doing this by elimination. And so I need to have one of the variables cancel out when I add the equations together. So I don't have to do anything with the bottom row. I only have to multiply -2 by the top that I see there. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm going to multiply through by -2 and I get -4x plus 6y equals -40. We'll go clear here, -40. And then the bottom I have 4x minus 5y equals 34. I want to add all this together. So by adding this together, I get the x's to cancel out. That's how I purposely set it up. I get 6y minus 5y. I just get y by itself. And then I get -40 plus 34, -6. So right there, I already have one of my answers. Y is already solved. Then I'm going to go into either one of these two equations. I don't want to go back into the fraction ones because that's going to be harder to deal with. So let's deal with just one of your top or bottom. I'll just use the top equation here. It has smaller numbers. So 2x minus 3y equals 20. I'm going to put the y into here. So I get 2x minus 3 times -6 equals 20. And now I'm just going to solve that. So I get 2x plus 18 equals 20. I'm going to subtract 18 from both sides, and I get 2x equals 2. Divide both sides by 2, and I get x is equal to 1. When I write my answer, I'll write it as a coordinate. So my answer is going to be 1, -6.